Yes, hello. Welcome to this video about the album Tribute to Highway. Let's see if I have it here. Yes, I have. Prepared as always. No, this is the Black Album of Gummies. The fun thing about showing it in real life is that I can flip and show the backside, because the newer albums doesn't even have a backside made. And this was the guys from the band Highway, as we call ourselves. Didn't really get to play many of these songs with the whole group, and when I recorded this album, the Tribute to Highway album, back in 2004, I think it was 5, maybe. Yes, 2005. I made all the drums myself, and then I made a lot of guitars and bass comps myself, and sang almost every song myself. But then I took it home to my hometown in Härnösand, and went back to my friend's place, Henrik Pedersen, who was the lead guitarist in the band, and let him play the solos and some of the comp guitars, and he even sang at his own song here. And I guess this album, it's what I'm most proud of is the songs that I've written in like the 90s, the late 90s, most of them. Some I made just in like the tracker, fast tracker, or scale or something, and then I added lyrics after, or I had lyrics and made the song sitting at home with my guitars and so on. Sorry, itching in my ear. Yeah, so well, I'm gonna start the first song here. I'm proud of the way I made the songs. Like some of the lyrics is quite cool, and but it's the musical part that I'm proud of, like the composing part. Then the mixing and the mastering is not really bad as the earlier albums that I made. They are mostly on tune, and yeah, but I didn't have that many tools to work with. Still, I made the drums in a tracker, and that's a little bit hard to work around, because you have to do it in audio files, and then record. I had to record in Cool Edit, and I couldn't really go in and edit much. I just had to record the guitar as it's supposed to be, the whole song, and then the bass, the whole song, and so on. So yeah, let's listen to the first song.
I wouldn't take one simple day of
yeah, so that's the whole song mostly. I'm not going to play them all in full length because the video will get too long. So yeah, some of the vocals are a little bit off tune. I didn't have any tools, no pitch corrector or anything. I guess my voice and the way I had I played a lot and sang a lot in choirs and in recordings. So I think that my voice was really good at the time, but the one take recording made it a little bit hard to really get the recording the way I wanted to be. So yeah, that's I think it's the theme about around the whole album. Theoretically, the album could be really good, but the skill in my singing and my guitar play and so on was a bit lacking. I could have put more time in taking several takes and try to record the songs with a little bit more of passion for each song. Maybe just to take 8 of these instead of 17 and finish them with a better result. The mixing part was I kind of developed my mixing a bit in this album because I knew how I wanted to be. Some years before I had discovered how to use panning for my advantage. I think it sounds quite good now in my phones, but I know that it sounds not as great on what's the word, on speakers. Not used to talk English, so kind of jumping right in this also. But it's a way to get things done, and that's as well as this recording here. When I sit here and talk, it's the thing with the whole album also. You just sometimes need to record and get things done. And I'm happy that we and mostly I, but Henrik also took our time and recorded this because the songs are cool, and I would really like to have played them live, all of these. Way to be, I don't think that we ever played it with Highway. Actually, I just made it for the band, and I was very happy with the result. I also made a Swedish version of this song with exactly the same recording, but with my own solo instead of Hendrix. And that I think that I already showed it because it was on the album. Let's see here in Gratvåg. So I put out that video in Swedish because the lyrics is in Swedish. There was a few more songs here that I also made in Swedish here. And it's the same recording, from Gratvåg. I just put it in English because I wanted to, make a tribute to the band that we tried to have. This song, however, we actually played together, and it sounded great then. And I think that we made it in Hendrik's home, so it's more the band's song than mine in that sense.
He sees the cars driving away.
I think the atmosphere is great, and like the thought and the sounds of the guitars and so on, but there's no compressing at all. And this guitar that lies in my right phone here, the hard disted one, sounds way too much when the song is when the vocals are singing, and there's no oomph in the drums. It's like this tracker drum that always sounds exactly the same on each hit, and lies like a mat in the back. I would like to have like some of these songs more explosive. I tried to do that with one of these. I think no, it wasn't this. I didn't take it into this album, but the thought here is that I will remake some of these songs and make them a bit more mastered in a contemporary sense, I guess is the word, I think.
They leave him scars, and then they fade away. But when he's there, he's not alone. He won't stay home until it's done. So he goes back again. Yeah, he goes back again.
It would be nice to have something else happening when the refrain in English, not choir, chorus comes up, because it's the same sound, it's the same intensity as the verse. So yeah, there's a lot to be done, but I like these songs.
Oh, he goes back again. Oh, he goes back again, my friend. He goes back again. He goes back again. He goes back again.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good song in theory, but not that great recorded. I think Way to Be was a bit better recorded. The sound feels more produced in one way, but it could be. It's not the way to be, I guess. So Climb a Mountain. Climb a Mountain is one of the more like personal songs in the album that I really felt something about when I made it, and I made it in scale, like without vocals, and then I sat down and wrote the lyrics later on. And the thing I remember most with this song is the bass line, and that I was really happy with that, and it really feels like there is a great idea in the chorus here.
Take your first great step and feel the pain. Through you will find hope to reach the end. Many happy beings that walk these paths. What way will you choose to climb a mountain? And even up here I see that all is still and way too simple. Far beyond doubt and anger, life don't count.
I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing up this song with Demand and the Need. But this song, both of these are the more personal spectrum. Like on the lyrics, it was Demand and the Need that has the specific bass line that I'm thinking about. This bass is not that great, but I think the melody in the chorus is the big thing here, and I really want to make this song over again, because it doesn't sound the way that I want it to sound in my head here. It sounds old, it sounds fuzzy, and not some compressors would do a lot here, I think, and then the equalizers also to make it more feel the push of the different sounds.
Still exist, and even if winds will change me, I can jump, I can't believe in this world.
It's all both like layers, drums, bass, song, and then guitars are all like all over the place. And they are panned, great, but they are still mixing in with the song and everything else. So, yeah. So, Prison Break. This song I have released in 3 different versions, and there's different lyrics to it. This was the early lyrics that I made. I think 99 I made this song, or 98 perhaps. I wrote the lyrics, and I think that we tried to play it together as Highway when we were like at least 4 of these guys, of the 5 guys on the picture here. But I don't think that we made it really happen with this song. Yeah.
I'm cold, but yet I breathe. I gotta hear by the lamp.
This album were contained the Prison Break song with the newer lyrics on the verse.
I live life day by day, and I strive around so full of hope. And don't look me up, they say my cry. I can't wait until my prison break. Prison break, my prison break. Prison break, yeah, my prison break.
This was Petson's solo. This is my I don't know what you call it. It's not really tapping. Maybe, yeah, vocals. There was no follow-up from Petson this time. I have to say that my vocals sounds quite good. There is nothing done with it. It's just recorded and put in the song. And no pitch correcting or anything. And even when I like screams, the Prison Break part, it sounds on tune. So I'm kind of impressed now about how good my voice sounded on this song. This song has followed me ever since I made it, and like the TV series Prison Break was made years and years later than I made this song, so it has nothing to do with that series, and I'm kind of bummed about they naming the series exactly the same as I made the song. So everyone will think that it has something to do with the song, I guess, with the TV series. Sadly, yeah, doesn't really matter so much. But more to say about this song. We actually played it together with Mutual Edification when we were 3 people, and also 4 people when we got a dedicated drummer, and this song sounded great live also then. But it was later, even if it's a little bit weird because we dropped this album with the Prison Break song in it, and we rehearsed a lot, but then the recording was way worse than the live version. And here, when we come up to this album, the Highway album, we couldn't even play with the guys in the Highway band, so I had to do almost everything myself on this version. I don't know which version sounds better. They have different cool things in them, I guess. But the song, I will remake it again because I really think it's a great song. I'm really proud of that, the Prison Break song. This song that comes next is a little bit more of a slow song, and I don't think that I can make this song. Maybe I can make it better in the production way now, but it sounds better because the guitars are smoother and there's not much distortion, and then the song like comes to a whole in another way. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong.
Have you ever think about how things supposed to be?
Here it feels like
If everyone could see
the vocals are centered, and then everything is around the vocals. The drums are like bowed. The guitars are
Why am I so deep?
not interfering with the vocals as much, and then I have this Taj Mahal echo reverb on the choir part, the background vocals, and then these kind of melodic guitars are like in your face, really dry, and then I think it's a cool way to make distance in the song, like putting things in different spaces. So this production is one of the best on the album. I think this song and then Melody Society, in a way, is the two best productions on the album. See if I can find the chorus.
We hide away from ourselves. Humanity building its rage. We need someone to blame. We can stand the pain.
Now the guitars takes too much of the space again.
We can stand the shame. Our crimes. Our crimes. We need someone to blame. We can stand the pain. We can stand the shame. Round and round the story goes.
Yeah,
Life in there.
it was the different part in the song. Like, yeah, I'm happy with this song and the recording as it is. So I don't really feel that I need to remake this particular song in another recording. But the lyrics are quite good. It's challenging. It has to do with the human race and how we destroy everything and on this planet, and then we need someone to blame for our crimes. The crimes against, environment and so on. So there was some deep thoughts into that song. Now, this song sounds really, really cool, and I'm totally 100% happy with this intro. But the vocals and the lyrics are so bad, and it destroys the whole song. And that's the same thing with the Swedish part, Swedish version here. And they don't have anything to do with each other. Like the Swedish song was just like a stupid lyric that I didn't know. I just put it there because I didn't have anything else to sing about. But in a way, this is the same thing with Dark Shaped Holes, because I didn't get the lyrics as I wanted, and kind of sing hard towards a particular person that really wasn't to blame about anything. So it's so stupid. So I really both love and hate this song.
Hey, what gives way? torture toes, but I'm so afraid that it won't feel good to lose my love, my torture toes.
Oh, I hate it. Like the vocals and the lyrics is so bad. I should have like tuned the whole song down a few tones so I could sing properly towards. But this riff is the whole song.
My wildest dreams.
This song was made in the 90s on Fast Record, I think. Without lyrics, and then I had to like push in some lyrics, and then I had like an epiphany, an idea about what it had to do with the song. And I called the first version in the Fast Track Who Are You, so it's something about the drummer before me, just on the crashes and the rides. It's like a kind of dorky song. It's fast, but it's not gritty. It's kind of lame in a way. So it's a weird feeling with this one, but it's the way it's supposed to be, I guess. I don't know if I should make it more pushy in making this one, but I seriously make it in my life. In another note, you see that how many albums I have dropped since the last time I made one of these memory lane videos. I think I was here or something, so I made like 8 albums since the last time I sat here and recorded. So the time is put into new recordings, new albums, new ideas, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Then sometime I just sit down and make 1 or 2 of these videos just to look back and think about how far I have come and what I want to. It's a good way to listen to your old recordings and old songs to like get a grip on where you're at and what you need to still work on and what you have actually accomplished in ways of mixing and mastering and the theoretical part of music also. I really don't like when people think that there's just knowledge-based music are totally knowledge-based and you have to like read up on music theory and so on. I never do that. I read up on how to mix and produce and record and buy new stuff to make those parts easier. But like the theoretical part of vocal, lyric, melody, harmony, and just creating the idea and the melodies and so on for the songs. That's a whole other part, and I have always been good at that, and that's something that just comes up inside of me, and it will continue, it seems. I think somewhere here I thought that, yeah, I'm done right about now, and then just I was really not, and I have several albums in the making now. I have another Nerd Chills album coming out. Another one of these Gammis albums. Second other new Gammis album. Another EDM Gammis album. Another Condensed Kungen album, and I think 2 or 3 ideas and works album projects with Detached Ignorance. So yeah, there's a lot to be done, and I think that in the future, if I release some of these songs again, it would be with Detached Ignorance, since that's my rock English lyric project name or artist name nowadays. So who are you will be made again. Time for Life also, I guess. This song was written a little bit later, like in 2004 or something. 3 maybe. So at that part I didn't work with Fast Tracker anymore, and yeah. It was cool editing Modplug Tracker. Have to go down here. The vocals are not that good in this one, I guess. My own solo is so worthless. Yeah, the sound these songs are getting is a lot of this distorted guitars that are very high pitched or high in frequency. There's not much grit to them. It's just the high part, and it makes it a little bit hard to listen to. Okay, so we are at Demand and the Need, and this is some kind of love song. It's complicated. I wrote it, or I wrote it in Fast Tracker, I think, when making the song. I was really happy with the song and the bass line in particular on this one. It's definitely one of the hardest songs I've made when it comes to the bass line and actually playing it. I think that I did it quite good here in this recording because it's a real bass and I played it. Yeah, the lyrics a bit weird, but then what did I know about broken love at that part? I was maybe 16 when I wrote it. I have to shrink myself, yeah, to shrink myself for your sake.
I've got to keep my soul and bless that soul forever. And I'm a tool of your demand when you order to get closer. Yesterday I spent my day tracking lost souls of sickness.
I think this song is so great in like the ways I oriented it. It's not the best word. Like the structure of the song and like the I think that the drum part is sounds. I mean, the sounds are really bad, but then the actual drum comps, they are good. So what I have to do with this song, if I'm remaking it sometime, is to like just take the whole song as it is here, and then try to remake it as close to the original as possible, but with better sounds, and to use the compressors and so on, equalizers and compressors that I've learned to handle. And at this time in 2005, I didn't know what compressors did. I didn't use them, and I didn't use a lot of tools to help my songs sound better. Here comes Remain, and that's a song that mostly Henrik made. I can't take the cred for this song at all, except for the melody on the chorus, because he came to a rehearsal with this song, and it was kind of a it took me to a kind of a hard place, because I tried and tried to make the guys understand my songs with in Highway, and it was so hard to play them together, and I was so bad at explaining how they were supposed to play, and I don't think that they were too interested in all the songs, even if they sounded cool when we kind of made it happen. It was a lot of work, and not all of them were especially um, they didn't want to, they weren't that interested to rehearse and learn the song, so they sounded great. And then Petson come to this rehearsal with this song, and it sounded cool, and I didn't want to like take too much space, because I actually already did, of course, because it was my songs and I sang and so on, so on. So I was the lead figure in the band. But then I had to take a step down, and it was kind of hard for me, because I didn't really know how to do that, and how to, because then I had a decision: do I rehearse his song as much as I want them to rehearse mine? And I did, and I took it to heart. And when I sang in the rehearsals, and it sounded cool, the song, and it felt great, but also kind of bad that they didn't rehearse my songs as much as I did rehearse this one. So I learned it, and he didn't have a melody for the chorus, so I just we developed some of the song in the rehearsal. So that's a cool thing, because it's more a Highway song in that sense than all these others, because it was 99% me in some cases. think that I made a melody work for me in the rehearsal, so this is the way I wanted to sing it. Yeah, it was the melody on the verses, not the chorus. I remember now. Why did you leave me here? That's the thing that I added to the song.
I dream about you at night, and I smell your beautiful hair. You whisper to me in my dreams that you will love me forever.
That was not so much to work with on the chorus, like melodic songs. And here Petson just goes full throttle on the solo. One cool thing that I hear now is how we put the choir on the back. It's like they are there, but they are so far behind it. Cool. Yeah. So For Socialized was a song that I made for Highway to play with Highway, and I tried to make it easy. And the vocals, the lyrics are about Highway, our band, and how we like force each other to come to these gatherings and rehearse. Like I think that I wasn't really interested in everything else that the other guys did on their free times and so on. I mean, they were with my friends, but it was this feeling that I talked about before on the Remain song, how I felt like I had to force them also to rehearse, and like it didn't flow. It wasn't fluid with the band. They had other things in life that were more interesting. They wanted to chase girls, I guess, and be out drinking and so on. And they just wanted to be cool to be in the band, but they didn't want to put in the hours. That's my thought now, anyway. To be frank, if more of these guys would have a little bit of a more the mindset that I had, we could have done something with these songs at the time. And it's not the time 2005, it's earlier. I think we formed Highway in 98 or something. And at that point we couldn't like play any of the songs that we wanted to play, and it was actually not me who made the first song for the band. It was Björn. But when the Remain song came, he wasn't part of the band any longer. So here's For Socialized. It's kind of a depressing song, and I don't And when I recorded the background shouts, I was at my friend Edson's house, but his flat, recording all the lyrics for the whole album here. It was under a week that we recorded everything to this album. So it was kind of packed. So one day I just took all the screen parts, and his neighbors had asked him before what if we were killing a cat or something in there, but I don't know why I didn't think about it. But it's hard to have shouting parts in the song, because you don't really want to stick flat and shout. Here I can't record like that at all either, because it's the same thing. I have neighbors and I don't want to mess up my relations with them. And the lyrics is about like kind of gathering us together and being like me against them. I wanted to have this band like I don't know. It's about the band anyway. It doesn't really make sense now when you listen to the lyrics. Railroad Killer is the other song that is made entirely by Henrik Petersen. And here he got to sang. I think that I played one of the guitars, like the left one. I can hear it still who is playing what, because he has more of like a blues rock influence when he plays, and the way that he take the chords and the riffs.
Here I walk around my little town. I pass on people on the sidewalk. I'm heading away to the bar for a drink, and maybe I'll find a nice little girl there. And then he takes them down to the railroad tracks. He's the railroad killer. He takes his victims down to the railroad tracks. He's the railroad killer. He waits for the whistle to blow, and then they scream and die. Then in the saloon, I looked around to find
I think this song is like great. I think we influenced each other. I think he used like a chord. I remember how he showed me. Yeah, and it's this kind of chord. It's like the second or third chord in the verse.
I looked around to find a possible victim. And
This
there she
chord here.
stood in a corner of the bar.
The funny thing is that I always used it in my songs, and he was like, "Yeah, this is a new thing," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." I have used it in like 3 or 4 songs in the album already. Was it a rock chord in that one? Wow! But I really think that he made a cool song here. The lyrics are kind of hands-on in that way that I made it. I made it a little bit fuzzy. You don't really know what I'm singing about. Instead of actually singing directly the words that it's, what the song is about, I'm singing more words that are describing the feelings and so on. And then when he came along, made Remain a Railroad Killer, then it's like point on. Yeah, it's about a killer who kills people. So yeah, and then after this Railroad Killer song, here comes For Love's Sake, and that's one of the songs that I made also into Grötvåg, in Swedish, and I think it's the same lyrics but in English, so I just interpreted. It's a nice song. It's a kind of a beautiful, friendly song, and so on. But I don't think the vocals are great. They are not close at all. It's really bad produced. So I like this song. It could be remade sounding better, I think. Okay, so Man of the New Society. For some reason, this song sounds better than most of the other songs on the album, like production-wise. And that's kind of weird because it's very distant guitars. There's, yeah, I don't know why, but it sounds kind of cool. Great panning. And it's very aggressive, so I guess the vocals are coming out because I half scream.
I had the same clothes as yesterday.
The drums are not really there. They should be doing something else and much more aggressive.
Look at me.
They don't top at all.
No, it isn't me they fear.
But the guitars and the bass sounds really
Oh, I'm alive.
gritty and kind of like a dangerous feeling.
Oh, I'm alive, ain't I? Rejecting what I've done and said. I must feel like I'm on top. Yeah, I'm not afraid, am I? I was born so I will live. I'm not afraid, am I? Oh, I'm a man, ain't I? People just could learn and see. I'm a man of the new society. Oh, I'm a man, ain't I? If people just could learn and see. Oh, I'm a man of the new society. Oh, yeah. I have the same clothes as yesterday, and they have a stench of filth. Oh, I'm a man.
Yeah, it's a cool sounding song. Of course, could be made better, but yeah. I think the riffs, they are very simple, but kind of smart. Many of them on this album, you shouldn't make it too hard on yourself. You just make something that sounds cool and simple, and then you work out of that. That's my thought process when making new things. Sometimes I made it way too difficult for myself. The Demand and the Need, that song is kind of cool because it was made difficult from the start, from the get-go, and I made it work, so I'm very proud of that one. But yeah, most of the other songs are very straightforward, mostly rock accords. But yeah, once again, that's another song that comes yeah on no, it's on Grötholm again. En tant och en gräsand is it called. It's about the old lady. But this lyric is something totally different. I guess the song is about me living the same life over and over again, being tired of it. Years ago. That was the feeling I had. I was kind of young, maybe 19 when I wrote it or something. I think the songs that I made here for Kraftwerk as well, they have more of a popping sound. The drums are better. So I made something wrong with the template when I made the drums for the other songs, I guess. This is something that I always love when making music. You have like a melody that plays the same thing over and over again, and then you mix up the harmony totally at some part, from the chorus to a mid part or something. Yeah, this song was originally made in '98. One of the first rock songs I made in Fast Tracker. Then I totally remade it with a real instrument here. Sounds a little bit made up like a Fast Tracker song now. It's cool guitar part from Petson. He was much better at playing guitars than I was. The lyrics are great here as well. No, not the lyrics, the vocals. I think that I have recorded a lot of songs already, so I was kind of gritty in my own. Like a whiskey voice.
I had a life for a while, dropped it in a river, now it's dead.
It's a depressing song in the lyric part though.
Let me tell you about the Björg I know. He smells like lakrits every day. Björgen överraskar Peter Landgren. And then comes in a smelly fatso named Botten. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an outro. We sing about three guys that wasn't able to participate in the album. Yeah, I guess that was all. So, to sum it up, this Highway album means a lot to me, but I want to remake the songs so they sound much better than they do on this album. Some of the songs. I think they deserve it. So I'm proud of the songs, but I'm not proud of the production of this album. Cool. I need to go. So have a nice life or something. See you around. This was Memory Lane with the Tribute to Highway album. Thank you. Goodbye.